From the campus of Oceanside High School, inside Wally Malafua Gymnasium, I'm Brad Hollingsworth, here to bring you Avocado League volleyball action between the visiting El Camino Wildcats and the host Oceanside Pirates. In an abbreviated volleyball season that has only gone about 6 games, these two teams are ready for action in the annual crosstown rivalry. We really have a match of two different teams in two different places. You have the El Camino Wildcats, 5-0 with big wins over San Marcos and Sage Creek in 5 games, with a veteran team that may not have come out during COVID, but coach got them fired up and ready to play volleyball. On the other hand, Oceanside, under first-year coach Nathan Freestead, who doubles as the boys coach, has a very young team in his building. So what you have here is a program that is established in El Camino and one on the rise, that is Oceanside. So what we're going to have here, best 3 out of 5, can hardly wait to get started. And now for some pregame notes with our Oceanside sideline reporter, Leo Burns.
Hi, my name is Leo Burns, and I'm here with head coach Nathan Freestead at Oceanside High School. Coach, what were some concerns that you've had taking over the program during the year of the novel coronavirus?
Well, Leo, it's been really difficult. A lot of stops and starts. We had scheduled going in July for August start. Then come August, we're all prepared to go, and we got moved again. And then we had a December start, and we were looking forward to December. We were in the gym a few days a week, getting ready. And then once again, season got held up, and I'm sitting at home. We're teaching distance learning, and then come February, Thursday night, get a call from the athletic director telling me, "Hey, coach, you're ready to go. You can start Friday." And from then on out, we were just rolling. So, been a lot of starts, a lot of stops, a lot of hoping to go.
And what are you expecting to see from your girls tonight?
Well, first off, honestly, fun. I just want to have fun. Crosstown rivalries are always great. El Camino's coming in with a great group of seniors and a great team and great record. We got our first league win in 58 matches just the other night against San Diego. So we're hoping to kind of carry that forward. But honestly, if we're not having fun, why are we playing this game? So getting out there, challenge them, and take it at them tonight.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach. Have a great game.
Thank you.
Back to you, Brad.
Okay, Coach Freestead, always very enthusiastic, very positive about the Oceanside Pirates, and he's looking to pull an upset here. And now we're going to go to our El Camino courtside reporter, Logan Gibba.
So I understand that this is your 5th year as El Camino volleyball coach. What type of growth have you seen?
These girls have been working together for a couple years. They've been playing together club and with the high school program. They play together 5 days a week. They hang out on the weekends together. They're bonded like sisters, and they're excited for this match.
And what type of experience does this team have?
We have 5 seniors. 3 of them have been on varsity for 4 years. We have 5 juniors, and 3 of them have been on varsity for a couple years. So they have a lot of varsity experience. They have a lot of volleyball experience from playing year-round with the club.
And how has COVID affected you preparing for games in general?
What was that?
How has COVID affected preparing for games?
There's a lot of protocols that we have to follow from the district and from the CDC. But we have a lot of support from our parents, from the administration that help us, and all the coaches know their roles, and we haven't had a COVID case yet.
And as you are 3-0 in the league this season, how have you prepared for this game against OHS?
This is our city rivalry with Oceanside. We play them twice a year normally. This year we were only able to play them once. And our girls, a lot of them have gone to middle school together, and they're excited to play in this city championship.
Thank you so much.
Coach Pikahi has a very veteran team, and one that's looking to go on if we were to have playoffs this year, and would probably go pretty deep. Oceanside in a lower division than El Camino, and probably also be a playoff team, but they're looking to spring an upset here. El Camino looking to try to get rid of the Pirates as quickly as possible. However, when you look at a rivalry, you never know what can happen. I know that sounds like a cliche, but it's true. Last year in the first match, both played here at Oceanside High School because El Camino's gym was under renovation. The first time the Wildcats beat the Pirates in 3, but in the second match, it went 5 games. And anyone who's followed volleyball for any amount of time knows that if it gets to the 5th game, anything can happen. So what we're looking forward to is a great match, and one that hopefully will keep you in your seats. Okay, Oceanside will be starting There are 3 seniors, Leanna Nellums at setter, Talio Thompson at outside hitter, and Maddie Rose at outside hitter, along with freshman libero Elena Gonzalez Hughes and middle blocker Cyan McBride. The defensive specialist will be Evelyn Crothall. Those are your starters for the Pirates. And for the El Camino Wildcats, we have Madeline Hicks at middle blocker, Ava Fowler at middle blocker, Tupu Letuigasanoa at outside hitter, Marvo Kobayashigawa at middle blocker, and then Alexa Radovanovic at opposite, and Alofa Tavuvu at setter. So those are your starting 6 for each team, and we're ready for first game action. Our referee in the blue shirt up top is Dennis Bates. So here we go. We're going to play the best 3 out of 5 to 25, win by 2. And if we go to a 5th game, it'll be to 15, win by 2. When the teams take the court, you'll notice that one player has a different color jersey. That is libero, the defensive specialist, who cannot go in front of the 3-meter or 10-foot line. Okay, they are a defensive player. They usually come in for one of the middle blockers when they get to the back row when they rotate. So what we're going to look for here is, for Oceanside, they're going to have to be able to put up a big block. El Camino is a much taller team, uses the power of their middle blockers. So they'll be going to a quick style offense, while Oceanside's going to mainly depend on Thompson and Rose to pound it from the outside. Freestead giving final instructions to the Pirates. El Camino is ready to take the court. And we are ready for Avocado League action. Instead of the traditional handshake, the teams waving to each other because of COVID protocols. Also, both teams wearing masks. Referee Bates making sure everyone's in the correct rotation. We have the correct starters for both sides. Gonzalez Hughes comes in for Emily Arnold to play in the back row. El Camino to serve with Tao Vea at the back line. As we wait for Dennis to get on top. And here is first service. To Rose, through the hole. Point, Pirates. Nellums back to serve. Tough serve, free ball. Liberos. Here comes Rose again, tight set. Deflected by El Camino. Point, Wildcats. Letuigasanosa to serve. Oh, the hubby wife right between Gonzalez and Rose. 2-1 El Camino. Another tough serve. Letuaganosa, that's her second serve for a point. 3-1 El Camino. Serve is long. Maddie Rose to serve for the Pirates. El Camino's got to take advantage of their size in the middle. They get a good pass, that's where they'll go. Tough serve, got El Camino out of system. Oceanside with some trouble, free ball. Set to the outside. Radovanek between the block. 4-2 El Camino. Set by Nelms into the middle. Tip over by McBride. It's up. Double contact by the Wildcats. 4-3 El Camino. Sub Emily Arnold in for McBride. Gonzalez Morales to serve. On the line for a point. Ace. We're knotted at 4, game 1. Gonzalez Hughes to serve. Oh, serves it wide. Sophie Collins in to serve for El Camino. Oh, shank pass. Tough serve by Collins. 6-4 Wildcats. Collins, a lefty, back to serve. Going to the jump float. Right at Thompson to Nelms. Rose has to free ball it over. Set by Collins. Up, quick tip by Taveoveo. Just between the blockers. We're at 7-4 El Camino. Collins to serve here. Service long through the back line. Evelyn Crothell to serve. Nice jump float. Right at the net. Thompson with the hit. Collins outside. Through the block. Taveoveo. Radovanovic to serve. Oh, nice pass. Nelms out to Thompson. Hits it cross court. Dug by Letricasanoa. Blocked by Arnold. The solo block. 8-6 El Camino. Thompson to serve. Collins sends it out to the pen. And that is long. Ooh, shank pass. They're out of system. We're knotted at 8. Pirates gaining some momentum with Thompson serving. Ooh, scratches the tape. Nelms back out. Maddie Rose into the deep corner. In. Oceanside 9-8. by Oceanside serving tough, it's putting a little pressure on El Camino's serve-receive game. Oh. Serve is wide. Ava Fowler back to serve for the Wildcats. Nice pass. Oh. Got a set over by Thompson. Both teams out of system. Mellon's out. Thompson out of the back row. Collins sets it over on 2 for a point. 10-9 El Camino. Radovanovic, I'm sorry, Fowler back to serve. A little confusion in the back. That's an ace for El Camino. Timeout Oceanside. With the score 11-9. Yeah. So what's happened so far is that both teams are trying to serve very tough and try to get their offenses out of system. And what I mean by out of system is it's not a smooth pass to the setter who can make her decision either go to the middle or one of the outside hitters. So by doing that, Oceanside is trying to negate El Camino's height and get them out of system so they're able to run their offense. Meanwhile, El Camino serving tough and trying to use their height at the net with a bad pass that's going to be right on top of the net because El Camino's or Oceanside's setter, Nellums, is on the smaller side. So we'll be back to action, 11-9 El Camino. Fowler back to serve. Game 1. Bates gives the signal to serve. Here we go. Gonzalez Hughes, much better set. Arnold got under the ball and hits it out. El Camino on a 4-0 run here with Fowler serving. Gonzalez Hughes. Nellums goes over on 2. Tip over. Nellums in system. Oh, blocked by McBride. Oh. Blocked by Hicks, but stayed on that side of the net. Point El Camino. Abby Melville in to serve. Pirates down 2, 12-10. And it's in. Rose blocked. Out of the back, Thompson. And sent back by Hicks. Kobashigawa back in. Vea to serve. Good pass. Nelms outside to Rose. Rose cross court. Doug. Taveo. Oh. Big hit by Letu Gasanoa. Rose again. And Hicks again at the net. 14-10 El Camino. To serve. Thompson pass. Couldn't get under it. $15-10 El Camino. Corthal, good pass. Nellums throws again, hits it over the block. Down the line to stop the bleeding. Nellums back to serve. AJ Mawa into the front row. Melville to the bench. Nellum's to serve. Tough play. Oh, great dig by Nellums. Rose hits it out. Latuya Gassanoa to serve. Gonzalez used the set going in the middle to McBride. Easily dug. Hit off the tape. Kobayashigawa. Thompson tries to hit it over and is short. Another tough serve by El Camino. That Tuigasanoa. El Camino got some distance here, 18-11. Thompson with the pass. Out to McBride, or to Mawa, excuse me. Back set. Kobayashigawa. Thompson, it'll be a free ball. Gonzalez Hughes over the net. El Camino, see what they do. They'll run the slide to Hicks. Yes. Gonzalez Hughes, good pass. Outside to Mawa. Good short set to Hicks. Off the block of McBride for 20-11. Latuigasanoa to serve. Oceanside calls time, 20-11. So really the difference here in game one has been Oceanside, or El Camino's ability to serve tough. When I what I mean by serving tough is ball's coming over right over the net with a lot of pace on it and making it hard for the passers to get the ball to the setter and run their offense. Oceanside has had some success, win in system and win running their offense, but really that's been the story of game one. Probably what Coach Freestad is looking for here, to try to get some momentum, score a few points heading into game two. Volleyball is a game of momentum. Gonzalez Hughes takes it. Rose up to Mawa. Oh, she slices it into the open courts. (20-12). Rose back to serve for the Pirates. Pirates can get a little momentum here. Back set. Kobayashigawa hits it off the tape and it finds the wood. 21-12. Phillips back to serve. Gonzalez Hughes the pass. Thompson with a nice approach. Good dig, free pass. Oceanside got a chance here. Back set to Mawa. Hits it deep. Oh my goodness. Radovanovic goes heavy angle for the point. Phillips to serve. Rose, nice pass. AJ Mawa got the block. El Camino out of system. Nellums, Mawa, back set. And Kobayashigawa hits it out. Gonzalez Hughes to serve for the Pirates. It's blocked again. Thompson and Arnold combine on the block of Kobe Shigawa. Gonzalez Hughes with the jump float. Tight set. Oh, and it finds the donut hole. Taveovea. Timely set on two. Collins in to serve. Taveovea will move to the opposite. 23-14. Oceanside in system. Thompson gets hit. Back out to Radovanovic. Gonzalez Hughes, Mawa off the block. Collins there. Radovanovic is blocked again by Arnold and Mawa. They're really peppering Letu Gasanoa with serves. Nellums gets a hand on it, and a miscommunication by the Pirates. Game point. El Camino with Radovanovic to serve, the 5'9" junior. Thompson, tough pass. Mawa, Thompson, stand and drive. They're at the net, open court, and is down. Fowler with the put away, and that'll be the first set to El Camino, 25-15. So, sure. Okay. In the first set, you saw that El Camino's height at the net was a real difference. Oceanside's ability to pass the ball consistently allowed them to score some points. But when Oceanside's not passing the ball consistently, then they're going to be in trouble offensively because they're a little bit smaller along the front line. On the other hand, El Camino, a veteran setter, and they're playing two setters, kids with some experience and who are able to get the ball to their hitters and stay in system, be able to run the plays that they want. So we're going to get some comments from Coach Freestead. I'm going to throw it down to Leo Burns.
With Coach Freestead. How are you feeling at this point in the game, Coach?
Well, it's a little tough. We're not in sync right now. A lot of it is anxiety of senior night, last match of the year, crosstown rivals, TV here today, which is a little abnormal. It's all that stuff that's kind of piling in a little bit, and honestly, we're off our game just because of those simple things. So we can clean up a few things, and we get swings on ball. I think we're going to be just fine, but it's just a matter of getting our heads out of it and just relax a little bit.
Okay, thank you so much. And is El Camino proving to be the adversary you thought they were going to be?
Oh, El Camino's always strong. We always know with crosstown matches we're going to get everyone's best, and then it's just really a matter of who can relax and just play and have fun.
Okay, thank you so much. Back to you, Brad.
Thank you, Leo.
Okay, so in game two, what you're going to see is Oceanside's definitely got to pass the ball better. If Oceanside cannot pass the ball a little bit better than they did in the first game, this will be quick work for El Camino. El Camino subbing into the second game. Coach Pukai played his seniors on senior night, and now he went with his best outside hitter, number 14, Sydney Ameatu. Okay, she's a leading hitter for El Camino with 63 kills, 4.5 per set, with 11 aces from the service line. So if Oceanside's going to have to be able to block at the net and serve tough, to make sure to keep El Camino off balance. So in this second game, you're going to see if Oceanside continuing to serve tough, as well as El Camino, to see which team can stay within their offense. Team that's able to get the ball to their outside hitters or middle blockers and keep the defense off balance. So for game 2, Oceanside will serve. Mellum's at the back line. Our head referee, Dennis Bates, assuring every right players are in. People in the right positions, and he'll make a way across the court and up on his perch. And here we go. Belakaye's in at middle blocker for the Pirates. Mellum's to serve. Good, tough serve. That's what Oceanside's going to have to do on a more consistent basis and put pressure on El Camino's players to pass the ball. Volleyball often is a serve-receive game. Like back to Aminatu, to Hicks. Hicks has to reach for it. Oceanside got an attack. Rose hits across court. Doug. Rotui Liganosa hits it out. And the Pirates out to a quick 2-0 lead. It's at line. Ooh, set. Taveo on 2. Finds the donut hole. So at Oceanside, Taveo to serve. Thompson, the pass. Nellums out to Mawa. Hits it cross court. Tough angle. And it's 3-1 Pirates. Matty Rose to serve. Radovanovic in. Letui Gazlanosa out. Hit to, oh, there we go. Hicks in the middle. If it's one-on-one at the net, Hicks has a tremendous advantage with her leaping ability and height. Iglesias to serve. The 5'2" senior. Tough pass by Gonzalez Hughes. El Camino knots it at 3. Iglesias back to serve. Jump serve to Rose. Nellums with the bump set. Malo, soft one over the net. Oh my goodness. Could have called double contact there. Phillips with a nice pass over the net. Oceanside cannot respond, and it's 4-3 Wildcats. Iglesias to serve again. Picking on the freshman Gonzalez Hughes. Thompson, back set. Kobashigawa hits it into the net, and it's tied at 4. Arnold into the front row for Calles. Gonzalez Hughes to serve. Bump set. Up. Ameatu goes line off the tape and for a point. Phillips back to serve. Thompson the pass. Nellums in the middle to Arnold, and she hits it out. El Camino a little bit of a run here. Thompson. Nellum's run, Thompson. Cross court, Damiatu. Going back Damiatu with the push into deep. Rose saves it. Again, it's low, hits on the angle. Damiatu with the put away. Taveyev does a good job of keeping the Pirates off balance on defense. Choosing which hitter to go at. Tough serve. A little serving run here by Phillips. One of the league leaders in digs per set at 3.7. Rose, Nellum's, Damala hits it hits it out, excuse me. 9-4 El Camino. Nellums goes over on 2. Phillips out to Kobayashiawa. There's trouble. Timeout, Oceanside. With the score, El Camino 10, Oceanside 4. So pretty much, just like pretty much like what Coach Freestead said in the first game. After the first game, it's about passing the ball. So El Camino, a good serving team, going with their jump floats and their hard serves over the net, and making it difficult for Oceanside to pass the ball and stay in their offense. So I'm sure that's what Coach Freestead's talking about. Relax, calm down, and get the ball to the setter. Something for you to notice, if the setter's running around a lot and trying to get the ball to the outside hitters, that means your offense is not running smoothly. If the setter is almost like in a rocking chair and staying at the mid-court of the basketball court, that means their offense is in system. So as you can see, Oceanside run around a lot, El Camino not so much. That will tell you that which team is in system, running their offense, and which team is scrambling. Not much for Coach Kukahi to say to his team except do what you're coached to do. Raven Smith also in at middle blocker, the 5'10 sophomore. Along the front line with Amiatu and Kobe Shigawa. Pancake dig by Rose. Thompson drives it. El Camino gets it over the net. Nellums. Setter Gonzalez Morales. Oh, hits a Thompson. It's a low angle shot into Arnold in the middle. Out of the net. Smith hits it over. Nellums on 2. Kabashigawa sets it over the net. Nellums with a bump set out to Thompson. She tries to go soft. Line, no good. And here we go. Amiatu over the block and finds nobody there. 11-4 El Camino. Phillips off the net again. Eight points in a row for El Camino. Oceanside in desperate need of a side out. Goes Arnold in the middle. Doug. Amiatu, too much. Right between the blockers. Oceanside, got to get a point here, get out of this rotation. Phillips serves it long, and that breaks the drought. Evelyn Crowfowl to serve. Jump float. Here we go again, off the block and in. Amiatu is in the front row in the preferred outside hitter position. Taveo smart enough to give it to their best outside hitter. Kobashigawa to serve. Thompson, Nellums. Rose from the back. Drive, standing drive for a point. Thompson back to serve with the score, El Camino 14. Kobashigawa coming out, Collins in to set. That means Tauveo will move to the opposite position. Collins serves. There we go. Amayatu. No touch. And we got a football score, 14-7, El Camino. Collins sets. Smith has to set it over. Arnold slaps it over. Collins again. Tauveo with the left hand. And just over the block. 15-7. Radovanovic comes in for Iglesias in the front row. Amayatu to serve. Tight to the net. Nellums has no choice but to go over on two. Miscommunication by the Wildcats. It's 15-8. Kaya is in for Arnold. Kaya is in for Gonzalez Hughes. Abby Melville to serve. The double sub. Melville in. Phillips to Collins. Raven Smith, no block, and hits it in. Right on the line. Raven Smith to serve. And it's long. Mawa in for Kothal in the front. Nellums back to serve. The jump float. Collins tight at the net. Hicks uses her leaping ability, and Oceanside can't get it out of the net. Fowler for Collins. Tauveo will go back to setting, and now she's back to serve. Gonzalez Hughes. Rose from the opposite side. Nellums has nothing to do but to get it over. Hicks out of the middle. Off Gonzalez Hughes. Point El Camino, 18-9. Tauveo serves it long. Maddie Rose to serve for the Pirates. Radovanovic tight at the net. And Thompson says, no, no, no. Pirates on a little bit of a run now. Trail 18-11, game 2. El Camino won the first set, 25-15. Rose with a service winner. 18-12. Sub for the Wildcats. Iglesias in for Radovanovic. Rose to serve. Just at the top tape. 19-12. Iglesias to serve. Left-hander. Gonzalez Hughes. Outside to Thompson. Tough approach, blocked by Hicks. Nellums back again to Thompson from the left side. Blocked again. Tauveo looking inside. Here comes Amayatu. Too much heat for Gonzalez Hughes, who backed off the dig. 20-12. Gonzalez Hughes, Nellums tries to go over on two. Taveo intercepted, no block. Shooting gallery for Ameatu. Back to serve, Iglesias, 21-12. Rose, tough pass, Thompson. Rose gonna have to bump it over. Here we go, going to Hicks in the middle. On the quick set, on the three, 22-12. It's all his shoes. Outside to Thompson with a nice approach. Doug. Ameatu, there's no block. Nellums with some self-defense. And then a miscommunication. And it's 23-12. Iglesias to serve. Ameatu gets a signal from the bench. Pukahi has a play on. And an ace by Iglesias. We have game point, 24-12, El Camino. Iglesias, another ace, and El Camino takes the second set, 25-12, and puts them up 2 sets to none. Remember, we're playing a best 3 out of 5 to 25, win by 2. I think what you saw there was pretty obvious that El Camino served great. El Camino Oceanside had a tough time passing the ball. And I'm going to throw it down to our sideline reporter from El Camino, Logan Gibba.
So what's it like playing a crosstown rival this year?
It's a great feeling to be able to play this year, first off, to be able to come and play our crosstown rivals who we play every year and have great matches against. We're really honored to be a part of it.
And as it's obvious the team is playing hard, what advice do you have to give into the next set?
To keep the intensity up, to keep our momentum going, to keep working on all the little things to help us succeed.
And what role would you say that defense has played in this game?
We've made a little bit of correction from the first set to the second set, making sure that our back row is rotating to where they're setting the ball to, and we're covering a little bit closer on the pins, and so our whole team is doing a great job together, and we see the result in the score.
And do you think that having less of an audience really makes a difference in the game as well?
To be able to actually have fans is awesome. A lot of these people know people on both teams, so they're cheering for not only their own home school, but everybody that's playing the sport.
Thank you so much. Back to you.
Okay, so we're in game 3. Oceanside down 2-0. So Coach Freestead's going to rely on his seniors and some senior leadership to try to get some consistency in the passing game. El Camino, veteran team, knows how to serve tough, and has really put the pressure on Oceanside to pass the ball to Nellums and have a runner offense. El Camino been very successful at that. Oceanside, unfortunately, not so much. So as we head to game 3, you'll see that Oceanside's going to have to make the adjustments. If I'm El Camino, not many adjustments to be made. They're serving tough from behind the line with that jump float serve, which is difficult to read for the passers. So when you have that type of serving game that's coming tight over the net, hard to read, makes it difficult. Also, they're taking advantage of a freshman, Gonzalez Hughes, in the libero position, the opposite colored jersey. As a young player, they're trying to make her put a lot of pressure on her, and she's responded sometimes and struggled at others. Meanwhile, El Camino's height at the net has just been too much for the smaller Pirates. When El Camino is in their offense and Tava Veo and Collins are setting and they're passing the ball to them, they have a lot of offensive power with Hicks in the middle and Ameatu on the outside. So we'll see what happens in game 3. It's always a chance, a good chance if Oceanside can get their passing together. So here we go. Once again, Bates checking to see if everyone's in the right position for game 3. Fortunately, I know I'm in the right position. High above the eastern side of the Volleyball Fluid Gymnasium. On the stage, I'd like to thank KOCT for setting me up a nice, sweet spot. Haven't gotten hit by any balls yet, which is good. So here we go. Phillips the libero in for Kobashigawa. And as El Camino did in game 1, Tavo Veo will be serving. There's an old volleyball cliche, it's serve and pass. If you can serve well and put the other team off balance, you have a big edge. If you can pass the ball and stay within yourself, you usually have a lot of success on the offensive end. There we go, game 3. Bethel, Nellums, Thompson out of the back and into the tape. Vea to serve again. Tough one over the net. Bethel, good pass. Here comes Rose through the block. That's exactly, take a picture of that because that's exactly what the Pirates want to do. If they can do that consistently, this game will be a lot closer than the first 2. Nellums back to serve. She's at cross court. Takes a setter out of the play. And a point for the Pirates. If you can get this, if you can get your setter to pass the ball on the first touch, you're going to make it tough for them to run offense. Nellums again. Right at Radovac. McBride does not win the competition at the net. We're tied at 2. Radovac to serve. Goes to the jump float. Cortel. Tough pass. Rose. Gonzalez Hughes has to pass it over. To Veo to Hicks. Has to reach for it, and she does. Over the block. And El Camino inches ahead 3-2. Radovac off the tape. Good job by Gonzalez Hughes to Thompson on the outside. Done. Veo outside to Amiatu. Cross court. Tough serve by Radovac. Finds the open area. And we're at 5-2. Good pass. Up over the net. Nobody home for Hicks. Easy put away in a 6-2 lead. El Camino. Trying to be a little too perfect there. And now it's Rose back to serve. Amiatu passes, it's over the net. Joust. Amiatu has to bump it over. Rose. Nellums out to Thompson on the opposite side. Does not clear the net. 4 contacts. Hicks out. Kobashigawa into the middle. Phillips to serve. First that was a good pass. Nellums going on 2, swallowed up by the Wildcats. Coming in tight. Out deep to Cortel. No. Phillips to serve. Nellums to McBride. Over. Quick, Amiatu goes with the left. And nobody home. 9-3. And there's an ace. Timeout. Phillips, who also served great in the last game, going on another run. I think she's went on about 10-point serving run in game 2. In this game, I think she's gone 6 or 7 in a row for the Wildcats. So we're looking at 10-3 in the third game. Best 3 out of 5. Pirates win. Our senior night for both teams is over. In the abbreviated season during COVID, the teams did not start practicing until about mid-February. Had about about 2 or 3 weeks to get going before they began matches. In the a normal volleyball season would have them probably playing 30 to 35 games with tournaments on the weekends, but they've been restricted to just 6 league matches. But that's not all the volleyball for some of these girls. Some of them play on the beach, some of them play on indoor club teams. So this isn't the end of the line for a lot of these young ladies. They'll be playing volleyball all throughout the country. Phillips to serve. Gonzalez Hughes, tough pass. Thompson gives it. Gonzalez Hughes drives it over. They go to the. Let Tui Liganosa tries to push it over the block and it is out. Arnold in for McBride. Melville goes back to the bench. Gonzalez Hughes to serve. Elena. Nice jump serve to Phillips. Libero on libero crime. Amiatu over the block. Coach Friest has done a good job of lining 2 of his taller players, Arnold and Thompson, up against Amiatu. But she just got there was a late close on the block, leaving an opening for Amiatu, and then Gonzalez Hughes just couldn't handle the heat. Here comes Collins to serve. Good pass by Corthal. She's going to hit and does a good job hitting that line. Corthal last year played libero. She's now become a defensive specialist and outside hitter. Thompson to serve. 11-5, putting it. Collins makes it nice to Taveo. Nellums. Thompson out of the back row. And cannot get it over the net. El Camino 12-5. Sub. Let Tui Ligasanoa in. Iglesias out in the front row. Amiatu to serve. And deposits it into the net. And Crothall serves it long. Kobashigawa to serve. Gonzalez Hughes, nice, gets to the setter. Arnold goes around Hicks and then finds some open court. 13-7 El Camino. The double sub with McBride in the front row. Melville into serve. Collins, Hicks, hits on the angle. And the sub again. Gonzalez Hughes back in for Melville via Arnold into the back row. Tavevea to serve. Corthal, Gonzalez Hughes to set. Rose over. Going to Hicks again. McBride with the block. Oh, good up by Gonzalez Hughes. Rose again on the line and for a point. Good transition offense for the Pirates, and it's 14-8. That's the type of point the Pirates need to build on, and what Freestead's looking at to do with his program. Putting pressure on the libero. Out of the back row, out. Amayatu couldn't believe that didn't go off the block. The ball was long. Nellums to serve. And a shank. Pirates creeping back, 14-10. Wouldn't be surprised to see Hicks here. And Nellums serves it into the net. 15-10. Iglesias to serve. In for Hibashigawa. Gonzalez Hughes, Nellums goes on 2 at Taveoeo. There we go. Out again. Amiatu. Getting plenty of height on her approach, just not snapping her wrist at the right time to keep the ball in. Rose to serve, down 15-11. Nice serve over the net. Going back to Amiatu. Oh, McBride with the excuse me block. Hicks over the block and through Nellums for a point. 16-11, El Camino. Trying to close the Pirates out in 3 straight. Kodoshiawa back in the front row. Nellums. Back set to Thompson. Doug. Taveoeo saw an opening when it goes on 2 with the set over the net. And we're at 17-11. Phillips serving, that looks long, and it is. Elena Gonzalez Hughes, the 5'5" freshman, to serve with 13 aces on the season. Right at Phillips. They're going to the bread and butter. Great up by Crothall. Arnold over. They're going to her again. Amiatu. Caresses the ball over the net and into the open area. Collins to serve. Fowler out. Oceanside had a chance there. Arnold couldn't keep it on her side of the net and leaves it for Kobashigawa. Collins again to serve. Lefty gave El Camino a boost serving in the second game. Tough angled serve, good up by Gonzalez Hughes. Here comes Thompson. Collins. Taveoeo. Off the block. And a point, El Camino, 20-12. Collins to serve. Rose to Nellums. Goes over on 2. Dug by Phillips. Collins back out to Amiatu. Too much for Gonzalez Hughes. Collins again. Ball is long. Hicks over. Can't be dug by the Pirates, 22-13. El Camino about to close it out. Smith in for so Collins the setter, Radovanovic and Smith in. Iglesias and Tavevea out. Amiatu serves it out. Okay, Crowthal to serve. You get on a run here. And she lets it go and it's in. Amiatu let it go. The ball found wood. Serves on the out, Radovanovic to Collins. Here comes Rashigawa, Radovanovic, Nellums, Rose, off the block and a point for the Pirates. Phillips, Collins, Radovanovic set too tight to the net and it's 22-17. Pukahi not even thinking about a timeout here. Just shaking his head. Crowthal again at Radovanovic, tough. And another ace by Crowthal, 22-18. Pirates showing some late life. Over. Going out to Rose. It's tight on the net. Gonzalez sees Arnold. Gets it over. Collins. Amiatu out of the back. 23-18. Bashigawa to serve. Nellums. Crowthal over the out of the back, and it's match point. 24-18 Wildcats. Kobashigawa to serve. Nellums out to Rose. Dug by Amiatu. Collins. Back sets to nobody. Setting violation for the Wildcats. Coming in to serve Melville. Abby, the 5'6" junior. Gets it over. Out to Smith. Doug, and that'll do it. Final score, 25-19 in the third. Your final score, El Camino 3 sets, Oceanside 0. El Camino defeats Oceanside in 3 straight. I think you saw a veteran team in El Camino and a team that's building in Oceanside. I'd like to thank KOCT, but before we say our goodbyes, I'd like to throw it to Leo Burns with Talia Thompson.
I'm here with senior and number 15, Talila Thompson. Talila, how are you feeling after this defeat?
I'm feeling okay. Our team had a good season. We got our first league game in 7 years, our league win, so I think we worked our best and we did what we could with the abilities we had. So I'm happy to go out like this, but you know, maybe our team can be stronger next year. So.
And this was your crosstown rival game. What were some strengths that you saw during the match that you could take to improve on for the next set of generational kids for next year?
I think everyone's more confident in themselves this year. Having Freestead, I really appreciate him. He's always there to encourage us and help us focus on our playing and not beat ourselves up. So, yeah, I think that's a strength. It's just we work hard and we're brought up instead of brought down. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm here with Michaela Hicks. Now, Michaela, what would you say the reason you won today is?
I think the reason that our team won today is because we communicated very hard during on the game, off the court. We just talked about every single play, and then we managed to win.
And now this season was never expected to be the way it was. Has it affected your game?
It has. It was very hard transitioning into not playing for a while to starting to play again, but we were able to just play and work hard through it all.
And now you played hard on both sides of the net. Did you train hard for this game?
We did. We spent hours in the gym working on defense, offense, passing, setting, and we just managed to make it work.
And now Coach seems to have a lot of faith in you guys. Do you think that really affects the way you perform?
I do. He's very encouraging. He tells us that no matter what happens, to just put all our hard work and energy out into the court and just let it happen.
Thank you so much, Michaela. Back to you, Ben.
So that'll do it from Wally Malafua Gymnasium. I'd like to thank KOCT for the opportunity to broadcast today's game. And if you'd like to watch replays of the match, go to koct.org so you'll be able to view both teams and all of my mistakes. So this is Brad Hollingsworth saying good evening from Oceanside High School. And Mom, keep the lights on for me. Thank you.